Important announcement. I just had to record this and insert it into the video because while I was editing this, the DEX actually went live and I just provided liquidity to the DEX. Cool. Swapping isn't available yet, but it might be by the time this video goes out. So go play with the DEX, come back, listen to the FAQs, ignore the question about when it's going to be launched because it's been launched. Cool. 21 frequently asked questions about SundaeSwap. This has come in from the YouTube comments, on Reddit, on Facebook, and on our Discord chat as well. So let's get into this.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast.
Hey everyone, I'm Peter Bury. If this is your first time here, thumbs up, click subscribe, all that good stuff. Just do it. It's worth it. First off, thank you so much for everyone that's been leaving comments or the positive feedback. I absolutely appreciate it. We are not one of the SundaeSwap scooper pools. So if you're delegated to our pool ADAOZ, thinking that you'll get some of those sweet SundaeSwap tokens, unfortunately you won't. I still really appreciate your delegation, but you'll need to go through and delegate to one of the top 30 SundaeSwap scooper pools. You can go to poolpeek and find all the pools there. The Medium post from SundaeSwap was taken down. I think they got a little bit too much traffic, but find it on poolpeek.com and you can go to the SundaeSwap link. Link is in the description down below. You can find that and find a pool to delegate to. You've got until the 25th of January to delegate before the snapshot is taken, and the balance that's in your ADA wallet will be used to calculate towards your SundaeSwap tokens. So you have until the 25th. But thank you so much if you delegate to our pool. Hopefully we'll see you there in the future. Lastly, if you need support, the YouTube comments are fantastic, but sometimes I don't get to them quickly enough. If you jump onto our Discord channel, our Discord server, links again down in the show notes, the team from our stake pool can actually help you out. Even though we're not one of the SundaeSwap scoopers, we're helping a lot of people out in that process. We did make it to the top 40, so I think we got 36 or something, so we did pretty well, but we didn't make it to the top 30. All right, so let's get into these top 21 frequently asked questions that we've been getting through on the everywhere, all over the place. All right, first off, can I use Yoroi? Yes, you can. I put out a video about CC Vault importing the Yoroi wallet into CC Vault, and it confused a lot of people. It kind of scared people. I apologize. Yoroi is perfectly fine at this point in time to delegate to one of the SundaeSwap scooper pools to earn those airdrop tokens. So that's totally fine. You can do that with Yoroi, ADA Lite, Daedalus, CC Vault, Nami wallet. Trying to think if there's any more, but those wallets are totally fine to delegate and earn the SundaeSwap tokens. That will totally work. What won't work is connecting to the website to do your swaps, right? Or provide liquidity or anything like that. The only two wallets that work at the moment is Nami wallet and CC Vault. Hence, I put out that video. So if you got really confused about what was going on, that's why I put that out, okay? A lot of people also said that they've never had issues with Yoroi, and that's totally cool. A lot of people do have issues with it, especially if they're participating in NFT drops or even drip drops, which provide free tokens. I haven't done a video about that yet, but drip drops distribute huge amounts of tokens every single epoch. And sometimes when you're using Yoroi to get that, it's a little bit slow and clunky and you miss out on some of your drip drop tokens. So that's something to consider and think about in the future. If you don't know about it, subscribe, do a search for it. You'll find what drip drops is. Okay, next one here. Where do I get my SundaeSwap tokens from staking? Okay, so when you stake, they'll do the calculations and work out how much you get, but there is a claiming process that has to happen. Now, they haven't worked out or said anything about how that claiming process will work, so we don't know exactly what that process will look like yet. Other projects did it via a faucet. So they'll be calculating and monitoring how much ADA is in your wallet at those snapshots. Use that for the calculations for how much SundaeSwap tokens you'll get. And then you'll need to send ADA to a particular address. And that will send you back your SundaeSwap tokens and a little bit of ADA as well, because you need a little bit of ADA in your transfers if you're sending a native token. So that's how that works. But you could do that with any wallet, by the way. But if they decide that you need to interact on the website with a smart contract, then only the Web3 wallets will work, such as Nami and CC Vault at this point in time. So if you're on Daedalus or Yoroi, you won't be able to interact with a smart contract. Interesting. Okay, I'm pretty sure the guys would have thought about that, and depending on the user base of everyone out there, they'll probably will be using the faucet method. I really hope so, because it will disadvantage many people. Is there a vesting period for the team investors? So yes, there is. I found this on the Discord chat as well. So going through the SundaeSwap Discord, the teams have a 4-year, multi-year vesting period. So over the 4 years, they'll get a slow release of their tokens for the team tokens, and advisors have a 2-year vesting period. So in terms of people buying the SundaeSwap tokens and staking it, providing liquidity, they don't need to worry about the teams or the advisors dumping their tokens early. But in 2 years' time, those advisors might want to cash in. So watch out for 2 years and the 4-year period when the SundaeSwap team get all of their tokens as well. So just keep that in mind. Oh, in regards to the claiming of the tokens, there was also mentioned that you have 12 months to claim your tokens. So you don't need to claim them straight away. You can wait. So if you're pretty relaxed and all you want to do is just delegate and claim your tokens, you can wait for a 12-month period to actually claim them. So there's no rush there. Okay, this is a long one. I was just wondering, if you have delegated your Nami wallet, can you still use your funds in that wallet, swap tokens, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is the flexibility of how Cardano's staking method works. So a lot of other protocols, when you have your assets staked to something, they're locked in there and you can't do anything with it. With Cardano, you can delegate your ADA to a stake pool and you can do whatever you want with it. So your wallet is actually staked, not your ADA. You can go trade, you can buy NFTs, you can do whatever you want. But at the snapshots of every epoch, so that's every 5 days, the next snapshot is on January 20th at 9:45 UTC. That's the special time there. Every 5 days from that, the blockchain will have a look at your wallet and see how much ADA is in there. And that is what is used to calculate how many ADA rewards you have. And in this case, also how much SundaeSwap tokens you'll get. So in between those times, do whatever you want. It's non-custodial. It's not locked into a contract. You can buy, trade, you can trade on exchange, move back in later, maybe you've made some ADA. Cool, great. You can do anything you want. How do I send my ADA to my Testnet wallet? All right, okay, so this is a user error. It's a little bit worrying when you see some of this stuff, but the wallets have those safety measures in place. So this person was trying to send ADA, real ADA, to their testnet version of the wallet. So they've turned on Nami, switched it to testnet and sent some ADA to it, expecting to be able to have some ADA to play around with on the testnet. That's not quite how it works. When you switch over to the testnet, you need to get test ADA. So it's called T-ADA. If you Google Cardano testnet faucet, you'll be able to add in your testnet address, and that faucet will give you some test ADA to play with. So that's how you get the test ADA at the moment. The SundaeSwap DEX also had a faucet that was built in, but apparently they actually ran out of tokens. So they completely ran out of their test ADA and all the other ones that they were minting for the process. So it's all gone, fully tested, I guess. So there we go. When you switch back to Mainnet though, so when everything launches, don't forget to switch your wallet to Mainnet. Oh, yes, here we go. Well, with the Mainnet officially launching on the 20th of January, I'm a little confused if I should now switch my Nami wallet settings over from testnet to Mainnet. Yes, if you've done your testing, switch back to Mainnet in your settings. So you click on settings, click on network, and then switch back to mainnet. You're all ready to go. Make sure you have ADA funded in there and it's all set to interact with the DEX, provide liquidity, do whatever you want. I import my Yoroi on CC Vault and I delegate Bloom. Okay. Will I receive SundaeSwap tokens on tokens of CC Vault? Yes, you will. If I delegate on Yoroi for an ISO pool, can I redeem in the future because reported? Okay, all right. So multi questions here. If you've already delegated, okay, let me explain this. Your wallet is actually on the blockchain itself, right? So your wallet's on the blockchain. All of these apps such as Daedalus, Yoroi, Ada Lite, CC Vault, they're essentially windows to that wallet. So they're applications that will poll what's on the blockchain and pull that data out and display it in the nice UI, in the nice user interface. So it doesn't matter what you use. So if, for example, I have Daedalus on my PC, I have Yoroi and CC Vault. I have the same wallet connected to all three of those apps, and depending on what I'm doing, I can interact with my wallet accordingly. So if I'm interacting for a NFT drop and I don't want to connect to a server to deal with the delays, then I'll be using Daedalus because the entire node is on my computer. So I use Daedalus for NFT drops. If I'm just sending ADA around, I'll probably use CC Vault for whatever reason. And Yoroi, I'm kind of losing favor for at the moment until they've improved things. So if you've already delegated on Yoroi and you've imported to CC Vault, if you look at your data there, it'll give you all the stats that have previously been in Yoroi. So it's all there already, okay? And if you're already delegated on Yoroi, yeah, you can redeem in the future, depending on how that faucet process works. If in the future they require you to interact with a smart contract because maybe it's more efficient, then hopefully Yoroi have deployed their DApp connector and you can connect to it and you can do all sorts of things with it. If it's the faucet version, then you just send ADA to an address and hey presto, there you go. Okay, when I'm trying to join a pool on pool.pm, my Nami wallet opens, signed transaction. Okay, but I have delegated to Berrypool, which is a default for Nami. Okay, so people were having issues on pool.pm when they're searching for the pool and going to delegate. They're clicking that little join button in one of my video tutorials. I showed you that. Now, the API that the team use, the application programming interface, has limits per day. And because there are so many people watching all the tutorials and learning how to delegate via Nami wallet, they're reaching their limits. So they have to wait until midnight when their API count, their limits are reset, and then people can delegate again. They've reached the limits. Either they have to pay a lot more money to get their limits increased, which I don't think they'll do because this whole delegation process is limited for this amount of time. So that's what's happening on pool.pm. Now, your alternative is to go to poolpeek.com and you can search for your pool there and join on that one. So that one's got less, because there's two websites and two sets of API keys and two sets of limits, you have some options there. So if you go to one website, pool.pm, and you're trying to delegate via that with Nami and you've reached your limits, that's cool. Jump over to poolpeek and try there as well. Okay, or vice versa. If poolpeek has reached its limits, move to the next one, or try again in half a day or so. All right, cool. Next question, what do we got? Do you recommend delegating in Wolf? Okay, so it's quite late in the delegation process at the moment. What I've been recommending is to delegate to the single stake pool operators, the small operators on the network that only run one single pool. This is to try and help decentralization because there's a lot of multi-poolers and they've got a lot of delegation already, but we're trying to help some of these small operators. And the small operators at the moment are completely full. So we have to start looking at some of the larger pools, larger pool operators, and Wolf Pool was one of them, and it had a very low saturation. I think it was under 1 million even, and I demonstrated in one of my videos. Wolf is totally fine. It's run by Kyle. I believe it's run by Kyle, and he's a great contributor to the Cardano ecosystem. He does a lot of development, a lot of advocacy around that, and he has quite a few Project Catalyst proposals, one in at the moment that I did a interview on as well, so you can have a look at it up there, about open source voting app for Project Catalyst. Cool. Okay, so totally fine to delegate to Wolf. I staked to a pool using Nami through poolpeek, but now I can't find the button to disconnect my Nami wallet from poolpeek. Right, so when you go to delegate on one of these websites, your Nami wallet is automatically connected to it. And next time when you go there again, it's still connected. To disconnect it, you go to settings and then whitelist. And in that whitelist, you'll see a whole list of websites that you have connected to. So it might not just be that one, it might be one of the NFT marketplaces. If you want to disconnect from them permanently, click on the cross button and delete each one of those sites. And that will disconnect you from that website and stop that website from talking to your wallet. Cool? All right, easy one there. What happens to Yoroi wallet? What happens to Yoroi wallet? Can it still be used? Okay, do they sync up? Right. So this is again from that video that I put out. Some users are having syncing issues from time to time. Like I said, it depends how you use your wallet. If you only use it once in a while, just delegate and you open up to check your rewards, no big deal. But if you're interacting with things quite a lot, doing a lot of movement, doing a lot of NFT drops, you will find Yoroi a little bit painful to use at the moment. It's just the way it is. They're doing a lot of things to upgrade it, and I think they're doing bare minimum because they're working on the dApp connector. It's totally fine. It's totally fine to delegate, okay? Would you recommend providing liquidity as soon as possible or waiting until official launch? Okay, no, you can only provide liquidity at the official launch. On the 20th, whenever it's going to happen. It's the 21st for me now in Australia here, so who knows. If you are wanting to provide liquidity, provide it whenever you want. I can't recommend when you do it. Me personally, I'll be providing liquidity as soon as I can. I'd like to get in a little bit early, so as people start swapping against that liquidity pair, my liquidity that I've put in will start collecting some of the fees. So I want some of the fees. It's passive income. Why not? If I can provide liquidity and it's not doing anything, like my World Mobile tokens aren't staked at the moment, so I might as well put some in and earn some extra rewards against it, right? Makes sense to me. Right, I'm currently using Yoroi. Do I have to wait until tomorrow to delegate, or if I delegate now, will it count first? Okay, just delegate. Get it over and done with. If you're delegated currently to a small stake pool operator, rip that band-aid off, make that painful transition and move over to one of the SundaeSwap stake pools and start delegating. Hopefully you move back to wherever you were delegating before, or you've done some research and you delegated to another really cool stake pool out there. But yeah. After 25, can I withdraw my ADA from ISO, or I need to keep it? 25, okay. I think I understand this question. So after the 25 days, the 5 epochs, do you need to keep your ADA in there, or can you withdraw it? At any point in time, you can withdraw your ADA out. As long as your ADA is in at those 5 snapshot points, then it's recorded on chain and you'll get your SundaeSwap tokens. All right, but you need to keep that wallet though. Don't get rid of that wallet. Some people think they can just delete the wallet, move back to an exchange, and then they'll get their tokens. Where's it going to go? It has to go back to that wallet. They use what's called a stake key, which is probably the unique identifier for that wallet, so they know exactly which wallet and how much ADA that wallet had and how much SundaeSwap token that wallet should have. So don't get rid of your wallet. Anyone know what time the DEX will launch? No one knows. We had a conversation about this at the last Brisbane meetup, which was last night. We did it online, and we were trying to work out what that time was, but one of the SundaeSwap scoopers was in on that meetup and that call and said that no one's mentioned the time. They're going for a stealth launch, very similar to what SpaceBuds did at their NFT launch. They went for that stealth launch. They just put it online. Someone noticed that it was on there and started telling other people. So that slow viralness will go out. I don't think it will be slow for SundaeSwap though. Just a feeling. So the launch will come whenever they're ready to launch. Just keep refreshing that page. I did notice that the SundaeSwap website was down. Their Medium page is down as well. The SundaeSwap page is up online again, but it was down when I was checking it. I did take a screenshot so I can prove it. Okay, can you stake with you to earn SundaeSwap pool? Okay, right. Like I said at the beginning of this video, staking to ADAOZ, you will not earn SundaeSwap tokens. Okay, so this is a screenshot of a question that came in as well. So just to confirm, I'm using Yoroi to delegate to Paul, really good YouTuber. Shout outs to Paul. Am I still fine? Right. The vid is about using CC Vault, has far less syncing issues. And I go to say, yep, it's far faster to sync, UX is nicer, yeah, etc., etc. Thanks, I'll use CC Vault as cause my lose out and frequency. I can't move funds quickly. Missed setter first drip. Okay. So is essentially saying that is using CC Vault now because he's missed out on some other opportunities, like I mentioned a little bit earlier. So that's one example of where a user has found Yoroi a little bit disadvantaging because of the slow sync times. Okay. How do I log out from Nami? Unfortunately, Nami doesn't have a logout feature or one of those password protect features. So at any time someone can click on the Nami icon and see what is in your wallet. So it's I don't like that. So hopefully they will put in a password feature just to unlock your wallet. So it might be two passwords, one to unlock your wallet so you can see what's in it, and then another one which is different again so that you can actually send or assign a transaction. Maybe there's a reason why that's not there at the moment. Is ADAOZ connected to a Ledger wallet also supported for air stake? Thanks for the info. Yes, it is. So essentially hardware wallet on ADAOZ. ADAOZ, I did test myself with my hardware wallet and it does support native tokens, which means you can use it to stake to one of the ISO pools and receive those SundaeSwap tokens. So that's totally fine. The delegation process on ADAOZ is a little tricky. You need the pool ID. So it's slightly different. When you go to poolpeek.com, you need to search for that pool ID. You'll be able to copy that, paste it into ADAOZ and do your delegation that way. All right. So what happens to the staked ADA? Will I be able to receive it while providing liquidity? Okay, so if you have your wallet staked to a SundaeSwap pool and you're wanting to provide liquidity, that ADA that is in your wallet will leave your wallet and turn into a liquidity token and will no longer be staked to that pool. So you'll be less whatever you provide liquidity to. So you got to take that into account. So if you have 1,000 ADA or 100 ADA and you provide half of that to a liquidity pool, you will only have 50 ADA left delegated to the SundaeSwap ISO pool. And then your other 50 ADA will be used to provide liquidity in the liquidity pool. So you have to work out what you're going to do with your ADA if you're going to provide liquidity as well. And that's it. I think that's the end of my questions. So I managed to get through 21 questions in just over 22 minutes. Hopefully you found this useful. These were very, very common questions that I kept on getting over and over again. If you're ready for the SundaeSwap launch, great. I'm going to go to bed. Whatever happens overnight, if I'm asleep, so be it. I need rest. I don't want to make a wrong decision when the DEX is launched. I do have a plan and I'm going to stick with it no matter what. All right, so that's it for me for this video. If you found this video useful, please give me that thumbs up, click subscribe, click on the notification bell, and you hear more great Cardano related content from me soon.
Yeah, gotta do it like that. You've been listening to the Learn Cardano podcast. Gotta get it hype. Crypto is what we like, but this is not investment or financial advice. Gotta do your research, cause it's risky. We know it is. This show is educational and it's informative. Crypto's the future, really, it ain't no debate.